Well, Finn, here we are in the tool shop. Why? Well, because another one of these followed me home. Of course, it's another Unisaw. I have a little bit of a sweet spot for these. Not sure the exact vintage of this, but I believe it's 60 to 70 years. I don't think it's much more than 75 years old, just because the logo was a little different after I think late 50s. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, it probably looks like a pile of parts and pieces because, well, it really is. But the beautiful thing about these saws is as long as nobody dropped it off the back of their pickup truck, you can pretty well indefinitely rebuild them. This heavy cast iron trunnion, for example, there's more weight in this than the entire mechanism of some modern saws. Saw this for a deal I couldn't pass up. Haven't heard that story before, right? So anyways, here we are, whole basket load of parts and pieces. Got some of the original stuff, original fence, broken like so many of them normally are. Got a Steel City Biesmeyer style. Fellow I bought it off of made his own rails. Not sure if there's a story behind that or not, but got the original stuff, of course, too. The tables, which tables are okay. There's nothing major with them, just need to be cleaned up. Cabinet is kind of what you would expect for a saw that's been sitting in somebody's garage or barn for a while. Not exactly a shortage of rust, but generally speaking, it's not been left outside in the weather. It came with the original motor, which is always kind of neat. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or not. I probably will. It's 220 volt, horse and a half. That's pretty darn good. My other Unisaw was 3 horse, and that was great if you're pushing a bunch of stock through. But really, this will do a lot of work. We'll fix some of the magic putty with, I like the wooden shims, all that stuff. It does have a contactor box in here. I'm gonna throw on a safety switch, and I'll probably just see if I can't have this switch operate the mag starter that's already in here. Throw in some new belts. Some other this and that's, throw in some new bearings. I keep a spare set of Unisaw bearings because, well, they're pretty cheap to keep. As you can hear, it definitely needs bearings. There's some funny things going on here. The lock isn't working. The lock doesn't even screw in properly. It's not supposed to just sit like that. But anyways, here I am with another project. I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to go on this. You know, I thought I was just going to grab it, quickly bring it into spec, and just use it for some dados and stuff like that. That's kind of nice to set it up and not have to worry about changing things sometimes. But knowing my propensity to overdo things, I'm probably going to end up doing a full restoration, probably be like a mod restoration. I love some of the real old equipment and whatnot, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be using it, it's really nice to keep the functionality, right? It doesn't hurt to have a couple of modern comforts on it. But we'll definitely get rid of some of all of that, and maybe build a cabinet for it and whatnot for the motor. Yeah, all right. So there you go. There's your quick update, and I'll throw a couple videos up of the process, and don't know how in depth I'll go. We'll see. But yeah, okay, okay. As you can tell, it's been 10 minutes since we have played, and so it is playtime again. Right, Finn? Yeah.